You'll have to excuse me, I just feel a bit emotional after that. Day 21 days later, and 6 court appearances later, we're still nowhere close to seeing a charge sheet. It's pretty much unheard of in our lives that somebody could be in custody for 21 days, 3 where we know he's been ruthlessly tortured, 6 court appearances later, and there's not even a single charge against him. But what faith can we have in that system? What kind of system are we up against? This is why we've called this conference, because we need everybody to rally behind Jagtar and the Free Jaggi campaign. Because look at the system we're up against. The current Director General of Punjab Police, Suresh Arora, he's in charge of law and order in that state. This is a man who's headed Operation Black Thunder 1 and 2 campaigns to attack Harmandir Sahib in the 1980s. He was one of KPS Gill's henchmen. The stars on his shoulder have been earned by drinking the blood of thousands of Sikh youth. That's Suresh Arora. Sumedh Singh before him, Director General of Punjab Police, another known butcher and a gross violator of human rights. Just look at the man that was in charge of Jaggi's remand. SSP Rajit Hundal. Not only is he another gross violator of human rights, there's cases of bribery, there's cases of fraud and drug smuggling against him. This is the system we're up against. The Chief Minister of the whole of Punjab already gave Jaggi a guilty verdict. He hasn't been charged, he hadn't been presented, there was no judicial verdict of guilt, no inquiry, no investigation, and Captain says he's guilty. This wouldn't happen in any other civilized country, which is why we're rallying round, and we need everyone to support this. And there's a real reason why Captain and all these police officers are saying Jaggi's completely guilty. Because what they're trying to do is create a system where we are having to prove that he's innocent. We're used to a system of innocent until proven guilty, and we're fighting the reverse now. And what Captain is trying to do is, this isn't just Jaggi's not the target. Let's be quite clear. Jaggi is not the target, the Sikh Qawm is. By taking Jaggi, they're trying to send a message to every Sikh, especially the diaspora, the outside Sikh, that stop being active, stop talking about human rights. First, they had their way with a generation of Sikh that couldn't leave Punjab in the 80s. And then a few people left that hellhole, and they settled in Canada, America, Italy, in the UK. They started harassing them and their families back home, and they couldn't get visas to see their loved ones. Now, they've gone so far, they've got the goal to pick up a lad born on British soil. The question is, if we don't rally round behind this campaign and get Jaggi back, when will this stop? At what point is this going to stop? How many more lads are they going to pick up? How many more family members of Sikh human rights workers are they going to pick up? And by not producing a charge sheet, in 21 days they haven't produced a charge sheet. The question we must ask ourselves, the question we must ask our MPs and all the media outlets out there, what are they doctoring? What are they fabricating? And by not granting him a medical, what are they hiding? See, their system of medieval torture is still in place today, but their system of hiding that torture, that's gone advanced. By denying him a medical, a full medical, they're waiting for all those wounds, all those scars to heal. And what kind of medical will he have? We want a comprehensive, legal binding medical. We want an MRI scan of his entire body. We want a psychological assessment of him. Because it's not just tearing his legs apart. It's not just electric shocks. There's indirect torture. Not letting him sit down for hours and days on end. Letting a tap drip on his head. Waterboarding. All these techniques can be used. So let's not get into a false sense of security. The support and the rallying the way the Sangat have stopped the torture to some extent. But let's not be in a false sense of security. At any point, he could be taken to any torture center. And this is why it's imperative that we get him back on British soil as soon as we can. There's a bit of a rhetoric going, and I heard it yesterday. Jaggi ne ko kam kita hoga. That hundreds of guys go to India to get married. Why Jaggi? He must have done something. Why are we prepared to lay the blame on Juggy and not that diabolical system that's imprisoned him? He's a blogger and a researcher. And Baiji said in his kavta that he saw the Sikh Qaum as his parwar. And now we have to stand as a family and get that member back. Because he actually could have been like every other guy that goes to get married. Go there, do a bit of bhangra, come back, start a new life, have kids. But no, what's got him in that situation is being a human rights activist for his people. So the onus on us is to get him back. And we mustn't give in to this culture of fear that they're trying to create. They don't want you guys to even share a video because you might need to go back and sort your jameen out. You might need to go back to a bog of a grandparent. You may need to go to a wedding of a loved one. But we can't give in to this fear. So as was already said, one thing that we must do is that when we find out there's certain police officers who are in charge of the torture of Juggy, we must make them famous on Facebook and social media, Twitter and Instagram. Let's make them famous for all the wrong reasons. And again, if we don't get Juggy back, and our entire campaign is to get him back, and we must get him back, then the repercussions are quite severe, not only for Juggy, not only from his brother, not only from his Masi and his Pabi, his entire family, but I tell you, the legacy will be there for the Qaum. This is a big challenge from the Indian state that come and get the lad back. We must rally round as a Sikh Qaum and bring him back. Saad Sangat de Channa ch hath bent ki benti a 30 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਨੀ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਰਜੀ ਅੱਤਵਾਦੀ ਦਾ ਮੋਹਰ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਸਕਿਆ ਇੱਕ ਪੂਰੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਇਨੀ ਕੋ ਕੇ ਮਾਰ ਸਕੀ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਨਰਕ ਚੋਂ ਕਈ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਆਏ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਸੈੱਟ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੰਗ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੰਗ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਪਏ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੁਰਤ ਦੇਖੋ ਇਨੀ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਹੱਥ ਪਾ ਲਿਆ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਪੇ ਇਹ ਕਿੱਸਾ ਮੁੱਕਣਾ ਕਦੋਂ ਆ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ 84 ਭੁੱਲ ਜਾਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਵੀਂ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਬਥੇਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਗਵਾ ਲਿਆ ਇਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੋ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਕਹੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਪਾਓ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਸੇਫ ਹੋ ਜੂਗੇ ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਾਹਰਲੀ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਆ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ UK ਦੀ ਤੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ 'ਚ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਪਾਵਰ ਆ ਇਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਨੂਵਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੰਮਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਪਾਓ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਗਲੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਉਹ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਕਰੂਗੀ ਜਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਆਊਗਾ ਇਹ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਦੇਖਦੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ ਅਗਲੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਸਮਾਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਜੱਗੀ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਲਿਆਉਣਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਹੈ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇਣਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ